Hi, my name is Jim Nucciarino, head golf professional at Lexington Country Club, and here's the tip of the week. Today we're going to be talking about the proper angle of attack that the club head should be on when hitting any given shot. I want you to keep in mind that there are basically three different types of lies that you're going to encounter out on the golf course. You can have a tight lie, a fairly decent lie in the fairway, and of course when we tee it up on a tee, let's say with a driver or 3-wood, we're going to have the ball up in the air quite a bit. One important thing that you have to keep in mind is that you don't want to set up the same way for all these three different types of shots. You're going to swing the same way, but you're going to set up differently. So I want you to keep that in mind as we go through the three different types of lies and how you should properly set up before you hit each shot. Number one right here, we have the ball teed up quite a bit. In this case, I would be using a driver. And in this case, I have to hit up on the ball or sweep the ball. If I hit down on it, I'm going to have a lot of problems hitting it too high, putting too much backspin on the ball, and losing an awful lot of distance. So what I want to do is set up properly, and by doing that, I'm going to play the ball off my left heel, and I'm going to put a little more weight on my right side. By tilting my right shoulder down, you can see my head is going to be more behind the ball, which is good. It's exactly what I want because it's going to encourage me to swing up on the ball. I'd like to demonstrate. Another lie that everybody comes in contact with is if you hit the ball in the fairway where you want it to go, you have to keep in mind, especially let's say if you have a fairway wood or you might be hitting a short iron into the green, that you're not going to want to hit up on this ball. Otherwise, you're going to be hitting it very low and thin, and you're not going to get the proper amount of distance, nor are you going to get the proper amount of spin. So when it hits the green, it can land like a butterfly with sore feet and check up. So in this case, I'm going to put my weight even on both feet. I'm going to play the ball. Right now I have a short iron, so I'm going to put my weight even on both feet, and I'm going to play the ball approximately in the middle of my stance. And I'd like to hit one for you. The next type of shot is one that I'm sure is the least favorite of the three, is when we have a tight lie. Many times when you're out in the middle of the fairway and you find you have a tight lie, you might get a little upset and discouraged, but if you know what to do, it's really not that hard of a shot. What we have to do with a tight lie is to hit down on the ball. You have to have a sharp and steep angle of attack down on the ball to get under it and put the proper spin on the ball so you can get it up in the air. Too many people try to help the ball, and by doing that they shift their weight to the right side, hitting up, and of course that's when you scull the ball or you hit it low. So what I want you to do is keep in mind that you have to hit down on the ball. So to do that, I'm going to play the ball in the middle of my stance, and I'm going to put more weight on my left foot. By keeping my weight on the left foot, when I swing the club, it's going to actually go up more abruptly and down. Kind of like what goes up must come down. So for a tight lie, set up and keep your weight left throughout the swing, just a little, maybe 60%, 55%. And I'd like to demonstrate. As you can see, I've hit the ball first, then taken a divot and put the proper backspin on the ball. So hopefully it'll be on the green and I'll have a birdie putt. So these are the three things I want you to keep in mind. Before you hit any shot for your pre-swing routine, I want you to take a look at the lie first. And that's the most important thing. And that will determine how you set up to the ball. Again, if it's a poor lie like we just had, I'm going to have more weight on my left foot. If it's a good lie, even. And if it's teed up, right. By doing these things and keeping these three thoughts in mind, I'm sure you're going to be much more consistent with your game.